Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Magic Arena, and today I'm going to be showing you a highlight from the Friday stream, and it was actually one of the highlights of the stream, in my opinion, one of the best matches that I ever had. There was so much back and forth, and it was not actually expected. Honestly, I went into it thinking that this was going to be a really bad matchup, and it ended up not exactly being that. So yeah, I highly recommend watching this video through its entirety, because honestly, when you just think that we're gonna die, or when you think our opponent's gonna die, all of it just gets flipped right on its head, and it's a beautiful, it's Magic the Gathering as Garfield intended, basically. So it was actually an out-of-date deck that I took a brief moment to slightly update. Didn't really update it to its fullest extent, so the sideboard is not really where I would have liked it to be. Maybe if I'd have edited the sideboard differently, the matchup could have ended differently. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it would have been closer than it ended up being. I'm not sure. But without further ado, I'm going to take it back to past Tom, and he's going to tell you all about the deck. As for Goblins, we do actually have some good old Goblin action here. I don't know what this... Did I make this for best of 3? Oh my god, I did. I forgot that I did this. Oh my. Alright, are we playing a best of 3 Goblins list? I think this doesn't have anything post-war. I don't know if there's any good Goblins from... type equals Goblin. There's Ember Hauler, which is probably some decent control. So this is like a red-white Goblin list that's kind of control-y, in the sense that we actually don't win in a hasty fashion. We're kind of grinding our opponent out with removal-based Goblins. And yeah, we don't actually put Ringleader in here. Damn, we need to do that. Alright, I probably don't want... Let's take out the Heartfires on this one. I want to bring in the Ringleaders, at least 3. That just allows you to refuel. But the Wily Goblins to ramp out might not be what I need, though, in the end. Whirly Boys, they might be a little bit out of touch at this point. I think they're a little bit out of touch. I'm liking the Ember Hauler, though. These are the only Goblins, actually. Yeah, I think I want at least 1 or 2 Ember Haulers as kind of my shock effect in a Goblin. Wasn't there a Mirror March Goblins deck? Yes, I did one for the Treasure event, because I could get it out on turn 3. Icon instead of Destiny. I like that idea, actually. It's a shame we don't have a alternative to Prison Realm, but yes, Icon instead of Destiny is definitely a thing. Good call. Where are you? It was M20, right? Icon? Icon? Yeah, there you are. Alright. But yeah, like, we probably want 3. The Vigilance was actually a thing that I did rely on a little bit. I think with 3 icons we can go down 1 banner, since it's quite expensive to get out. Where else do we want to go with this? Maybe we'll just try it as it is. I'm not sure on the Kingpin. He might be a little bit memey. In fact, he's like almost certainly a bit too memey. And what was this sideboard trying to do? Fight things that it can't fight? We're going to run the sideboard as it is, though. Let's run the deck as it is right now, I think. Yeah, the Vigilance was really good as a control strategy where you could actually attack in, still block. That kind of thing. Alright, Goblins, let's go. Then we'll check out Cattywampus' lists as well. Let's run Burn instead of Prism Realm to remove the splash. The Burn... Well, the Prism Realms are here for Planeswalkers specifically. So the Planeswalkers that I'd like to hit are not going to die to most Burn spells, I wouldn't think. Interesting. That's a hand, alright. I don't know if we can take it, but it's a hand. YOLO. Let's do it. If we die on turn 3, our opponent has no idea what we're doing. I love Squee. I love Squee too. He's a beautiful boy. This is a Squee Twitch channel, primarily. Secondarily, it's, you know, about whatever I end up doing, whatever I feel like doing at that point. Opponent down to 5. Good start. Good start. Yeah, Nissa, to a certain aspect, a little bit of big Teferi as well. And it's also just nice to hit creatures at the same time. We can hit really big creatures. Alright. Tap land, say go. Risen Reef, that needs to die. I think that's probably like one of the few cards that like Whirly Boy is actually like really decent against. Alright, so let's go with an Ember Hauler. Might have to fire it off on the Risen Reef. But they are like really long cards, and clearly playing Sultai Field of the Dead. So we don't want them chaining together Risen Reef targets. Memorial to Folly. A Legion War Boss, eh? Well, we could get the War Boss down since they don't really have too much of a threat base at the moment. Again, though, if they go like Yarok, it's going to be pretty awful for us. So we probably do want to Prism Realm it. Yeah. Slow them down. They're already mulled really low, so hopefully we can take advantage of that. Banner to the bottom, please. And no point attacking. What's next? Tamio. Well, that's annoying. That's very annoying. Again, something that would never die to a burn in a million years. Cavalier of Thorns. And they milled over a load of lands. Okay. Okay. War Chef. Goblin War Chef. Guess we begin the beatdown plan of sorts. Go after Tamio. All feels awful. Could go Icon. And then everything trades. It's not amazing. They're going to be minusing for Assassin's Trophy on my Prison Realm, judging by them looking at their graveyard. I think I'll go for War Chef. Coming at you. Get a double block from them, probably. Maybe? Maybe not? You want to go to 4? Taking it to 4. Alright. So now we've got a Hasty Ringleader, which draws us a million cards, hopefully. They're going to minus... No. They don't want their Risen Reef. They're still digging for Cavalier, I assume. It's a pretty big, big boy. Feel dead in the bin. Ah, there's Yarok. Alright. So where do we go from there? Krenko. He's a dude. He's a dude that does stuff. I don't think we're in a good position anymore. We're really not. That Yarok, I can't play my Legion War Boss, because then they'll gain 3 life a turn. We don't really want that to happen. I really needed a land, to be honest, because I'm a little bit pinched on options. I guess we'll just go for, like, Ringleader and hope we get, like, loads of amazing cards. Bit late for me, so I'll have to say good night now. Well, thank you very much, Dragon, for hanging out. I should have mentioned as well that there is a streamer event coming up in the near future, so stay tuned for that. If you're not on the Discord, go and do that. Oh, we milled over a Prison Realm. We did otherwise draw a million cards, though, so you can only be so upset by that. I'm just gonna, like, cut Ringleader, I guess? I don't know. Probably would do want Ringleader. I want to get to 5 Goblins so I can Yarok. I don't love and hate any of these. I might just go with the Icon. Keep all the Goblins. Yes, head on over to the Discord if you haven't yet done so. ! Discord should bring it up, as well as !social if I never added that command. But go there, submit decks for the Jank Stravaganza, because I will be sponsored by Wizards of the Coast on Tuesday, I believe it is. Well, we got land we asked for. But at what cost? Notice I haven't really looked at any of the spoilers. My god. Look at them, my friend. Look at them. They're beautiful. Okay. We're very much not winning. It's abundantly clear at this point. Double Risen Reef. Probably don't want that to happen. They're too close to getting Field of the Dead online. I think they've milled over 2. No, just 1. 1 at the moment. Will you be streaming early that day? I have an exam that morning. Yes! I will be going, I think probably like early afternoon in my time, which is like about 10 hours earlier than I usually would. I've not decided on the exact time just yet though, but I will be putting out a video on YouTube with the specifics at a later date. Alright, they do not do anything. So we go with Goblin Instigator. Then we go Volley Veteran. 5 to your Yarok. All attack your Tamio. Pretty good. I like that. Now we can start going with Legion War Bosses, Krenkos. It's all just magical. Alright, no minusing on the Tamio.
Setting a bad example.
Alright. What's their follow-up? They should be on a Cavalier pretty soon, I would have thought. Can't imagine they're too far away from it. They got 31 cards in their deck. They've already gone through half of their deck. And it's another Yarok. Alright, double Risen Reef triggers then. Every time they don't hit Field of the Dead is a magical dream come true, but they got one. They're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at the moment. They need one more unique land to trigger Field of the Dead. I don't believe I've got any Field of Ruins in this deck. I should have Blood Sun in the sideboard, actually. Again, this is like new standard I did not tech for. There's a Nexus of Fate. That's terrifying. Forgot that they always do that to me. Every time without fail, I get Nexused. Icon of Ancestries, that's very nice. So we can do Wily Goblin Icon. How do we want to go about doing this? We want lots and lots of damage. There's no doubt about that. I think it's Wily Goblin into Icon. I really want to get Krenko down, but there's just no way he survives. I think he comes like the turn after next, as long as War Chief lives. Card draw would be nice. I don't know if there's anything we could draw that we don't already have. Like Siege Gang Commander's an option. But that's really about it, I think. And this is kind of card draw later. There's a little bit of choice. We name Goblin. And I think we just get in with the Volley Veteran. I'm not sure if we Alpha Strike them just yet. Because if we attack with all, they block the War Chief, I think. And they've got some profitable blocks otherwise. Yeah, I think I just get in with Volley Veteran for 5. And we try to just spew as much forth as we can on the next turn. You can't predict the standard 2 sets in advance? Nope, apparently not. I am like the world's greatest Magic player, but I'm not that good, unfortunately. No, nobody can do that, not even the world's greatest Magic player. Alright. Yeah, I'm the best player you'll ever find in Gold 4. No doubt. Try me. That's a Field of Dead online. Alright, game's probably over now. And it's a sad state of affairs, because honestly, I don't have any sideboard tech for this deck. And I could honestly shut it down really easily, given the opportunity. So I think their main deck is just too easy to beat without Field of the Dead. But they've got like infinite Nexus turns when they get towards the bottom of their deck, so like milling's really good for them. Yeah. And we just get Hulk smashed into oblivion. Well, they get to show me their deck, so I'm going to wait a little while on that. But I don't think there's anything we can draw that wins us the game. At all. Volley Veteran on Yarok is like the best thing we can do. They just got another Field of the Dead, so yeah, it's well and truly over. I do wonder what I put in for the sideboard that could be useful for this. That's another Field of the Dead. Alright, now they're just flexing. Let's move along. I know what their deck is. It's got Nexuses in it. It does Sultai stuff. It's kind of what you should expect Field of the Dead to look like. Post-rotation, minus the Nexus. Alright, did I have anything for this deck? Players can't cast spells from graveyards or activate abilities from graveyards. That doesn't work. Banefire. It's a thing. Shivan Fire. No. Yeah, you see, I just don't really have anything. Could do Trashmaster for a little bit of pump. Chandra for the long game. Go down the banners. That'd maybe be about it. Maybe the Tribunals. A little bit more interaction's nice. And what's the cut? Probably Krenko. Nah, you know what? It's probably Legion Warboss. I think Krenko's more effective than a Warboss, and this forces attacks into Yarok, which we don't want. Yeah, I guess that's it. Kind of considering Banefire. Prospector, sack all your creatures into a Banefire is usually pretty funny. But I'm not confident we can get there with that. Yeah, Ashes. I can't remember why I added it. But we were playing a control deck. I think it was like trying to mid-range with the best. I'm not sure. Bit of a weird... It was definitely a unique sideboard option, but I remember it being actually suitable for its purpose. That's a hand. I mean, if we ever draw, like, not Krenko. Well, Krenko would be alright. If, like, Ringleaders just refuels, I think I'm gonna mull. And this hand looks pretty good. Alright. Get rid of a Volley Veteran. Play Mount and say go. Yeah, it needs, like, 3 Blood Suns in the sideboard. Go down the Ashes, because they're not relevant anymore. Yeah, when you've forgotten, like, what Standard looked like back when you built it, and, like, sideboard tech just makes no sense whatsoever. It is a fun time. Alright, so Wily Goblin. Probably not going to use the treasure, I'll just set up a War Chief and start swinging. Maybe. Rejuvenator. Yeah, I'm going to start swinging. Please don't get anything good. That's a Field of the Dead. That's pretty good. Ooh, Chandra Fire Artisan. That's probably worth getting down now. Yeah, alright. Let's get it down. So we just start ticking this up. We're going to use it for absurd amounts of damage, hopefully. And no attacks. Making additional land drops, making sure we've got action at all times. Again, like, what's Chandra even for? Why did I bring Chandra in? She's alright, I suppose, in this situation, but not great. Especially since, like, Cavalier never struggles to find exactly what they need. So, it's just Temple of Milady. And they're on the verge of activating their Field of the Dead already. And I've done nothing. I know I'll be spending my days in Historic, so those decks will still be fun. That's fair. Alright, give me I don't know, actually. More mana. Okay. I'll go with the Ringleader. See how many cards we can draw. Alright. It's not too bad. And say no go. It's not too bad, but it's also not good either. Okay. Block. Chump. Actually, I'm not even going to chump. I think I'm just going to deal 5 to you. Actually, am I? No, that's a lie. I'm not going to do that. God, my mind. You You can kind of get an idea of what's going on in my head. It's like, yeah, that's a good idea. No, that's a bad idea. Stop that. Stop that. Oh my god, stop. Stop this. This right here, this needs to stop. It's time to stop. Yeah, my brain works in strange and wonderful fashion. Can I get like a land for Siege Gang maybe? I don't know. Is that going to be good enough? Wily Goblin, eh? Alright, well, take up Chandra. Land. Good stuff. It's a clifftop retreat. So, I've got 2 mana left over if I War Chief, which opens up Krenko or Wily Goblin. I need enough blockers, and there's just... I don't have good blockers right now. So I really do want to like set up a Volley Veteran for a Cavalier, but it's just going to be way too late. There's no way that works out for me. I think we'll just War Chief Krenko. We're going to take a lot of damage. Hopefully they'll like go all in on Chandra or something. And I'll just let it happen. That'll be 7 damage to their face. And then maybe we can do some shenanigans after that. Gonna have a birthday dinner with the dad. Thanks for the games. Good luck and the rest of the stream. Thank you very much, my friend. We're only going to be going for about half an hour more. So, you pretty much caught most of it, actually. So, thanks for hanging out, buddy. Appreciate it. Disfigure my War Chief. Alright, well, definitely in Tier Town right now. Much sadness is resolving. Holding back blockers. Cowards. Cowards. Only brave people all attack. That's what I'll be doing. Alright, well. Sorry, Chandra. Happy dad birthday. Exactly. Happy dad birthday indeed. Alright, so we got a Volley Veteran that doesn't really do much. We got a Siege Gang that doesn't really do much. They're trying to set up a kill your Krenko kind of turn, which is a thing that I could stop. We can go with like Skirt Prospector, Wily Goblin, something like that. That keeps Krenko around for another attack. Prospector. Maybe Krenko gets too big. Maybe that happens. Alright. Chumps. We got the Goblins. Game's basically over. Rejuvenator, so just one more zombie. We actually might like outvalue them if they attack weirdly. I need to be able to set up like a safe Krenko attack and keep doing it. Which is, it's going to be difficult for sure, but like we've got Prospectors to sack these tokens so we can empty our hand really easily. Prism Realm for 1 Cavalier is a thing. So what are we doing? What are we doing? Getting in with 1. Yeah, take 5. Another clifftop retreat. Okay. So, to get in, I'm going to need to Prism Realm the Cavalier, which leaves me with 3 mana without cracking goblins. And then I do 5 mana for Siege Gang, crack 2 goblins to get rid of another token. I don't think I'm ever getting in. I don't think it's happening. Prism Realm, your Cavalier anyway. Another Krenko. It's probably not what I'm looking for. Alright, let's get Siege Gang down. Crack you. Crack you. Play Siege Gang. And now it's possible that we can sack 3 goblins if they block weirdly. So let's set up a good attack like this. I'm going to make 3 goblins, which gives us plenty of fodder to sack to the prospector. So we keep Krenko. Cheers, opponent. Cheers. Alright, so, yeah, we're gonna deal... Oh my god, look at that. That's new. And deal that to you. And then we're gonna pay 2. Pay 1. Sack this one. We could sack another 3 goblins to keep my volley veteran around, but I don't really like that idea. And then pass. Suddenly I'm not hating where we're at. Suddenly this doesn't seem terrible. Yeah, they're holding back their cavalier now. They've learned their lesson. Oh man. Alright, so we put down our mountain. And we swing in with Krenko. And we see how you choose to block. We're making 4 goblins now. We can just sack loads. You just want to block like that? It's an option. You could do that. I can sack 3 of the 4 goblins I just made to make that not really that good. Alright. This might not be correct. It might just be better to throw all of these at my opponent's face. Not gonna lie. But I like Krenko, and I barely get to use him in a way that he's actually doing what he's doing right now. So we're doing it, right? We're doing it. Leave me be. Alright, he gets to put whatever he wants on top. Music Wish, Rammstein, Deutschland. It is in this playlist. So there's a very lucky chance that you could get that. It just puts Risen Reef on top. Cool. Alright, well. There's not really much benefit to play this wily goblin, so I won't. They're Risen Reef. Do they not have like a Tameo in there or something? No, they actually had garbage. Alright, I didn't even bother to look in the graveyard. Probably should have. A pro would have. Another Cavalier. Alright. You did it. Triggers. There's a Yarok. But they are not getting that into their hand. All things reversed, they would have. Feel the Dead. Field of the Dead triggers again. Yeah, we're going to smash face with goblins now. We're officially in that territory. You want to get in for 4? I'll let you do that. Yep. Alright. And yeah, you can see how much, like, if we'd have actually boarded in Banefire, how powerful that would have been. So this is probably the last time I'm going to protect Krenko. Let's get 5 Groblins. Although if you do that, I might do some of... all the goblins! All the zombies on my Krenko. Alright, you've done it. Well done. Krenko will be the first to be sacrificed to the Blood God. Yeah, this is a thing. Let's get rid of this Rejuvenator as well. That's 5 points there. Siege Gun. Your face. Goodbye, Krenko. It's been fun. Not killing the reef? No, they'll be dead in no time. Look how many goblins that I have to sacrifice. They're at 11. They're gonna die. They need life gain, and they need it right now. So I basically block whatever they attack with, sack it, and hit them in the face for 2 for each of them. I could even use the goblins that I block with as mana as well. So block here, block here, block here, block here. Could take a little bit. How much? 4, 6. Alright, so I could sack 3 of them without too much trouble. I'll just leave it at that. Take the rest. Alright, so... hit you in the face. Sack. Hit you in the face. Sack. And... block. There we go. And we got him dead on upkeep. There's a shortcut for blocking piles with piles. Oh, really? I did not know that. Alright, well, we're not dealing combat damage to kill them. That's for true. Let's see what they can do. If they can find, like, Assassin's Trophy, I guess they've got a win here. The Field of the Dead. And what's that card that you have found? Because none of this matters. In before perfect draw. It's a blast zone. Alright, that does nothing. We got him. You wanna blow up your 1-drops? You're the only one with them. Oh no, we got Prospector. That is true. Alright, well, you're dead. 2. And 4. And 6. I'm going to bring Banefire in for this matchup, because this was sweet. I loved every little bit of what happened here. Alright. 1-1. We did it. We even crashed the game. Wow, look at it. Can't handle my finest siege ganging. Alright. So yeah, Banefire is pretty cool with Skirt Prospector. We're just going to build up a critical mass. How do we go about doing that? I still don't think War Boss is necessarily what we want. Yeah, I think we just run it back like that, minus the 2 cards, which are going to be 1 War Boss and an Icon, maybe? Could be an Icon. I don't really like the idea of Chandra rolling over my Banefire, but we'll just assume that they don't do that and she's still pretty good. Yeah, I think we get rid of an Icon. Let's go. Bring it, Fnord. Turn 2 Instigator. No turn 3 anything, unless we get to, like, what, 3rd mana for Krenko. Yeah, sure, let's try it. On the draw, though, I don't know if we're fast enough. I think we kind of just got lucky with how that went out. Mount and go. Graza. And they got a land. Which one is it? Temple of Milady. Tips the hat to the top. I feel the dead. Wow. That's some cool run-ins right there. Alright, let's get Instigator going. So, with running like that, I expect them to already have Field of the Dead online by the end of next turn. Field of Ruin, okay. We do have 1 Plains in the deck for Field of Ruin shenanigans, but after that it's all mountains from there on. More unique lands. You're at 5 of 7 required. Prison Realm, not bad. Let's go Krenko. Start building up that mass. I think we attack here. So we do kind of want goblins, but I also want not enough power on their side to block my Krenko. So I think that's the best way to do it, is actually just trade off 1 goblin. Oh, they got the Disfigure. Wow. Feels bad, man. And Yarok. And we need white mana to deal with that. Better lucky than good. Get out of here, Yarok. Alright, see what we can draw. Another mountain. I do need it to a certain extent. I think I take it because I'll probably go like Chandra land if I don't hit a land off of Chandra anyway. And then maybe if she rolls over a 1-drop, like a Skirt Prospector, I can play that. Unlikely, but we got to play to our outs, right? Also, we've just topped a land and maybe the Field of Ruiners for basically no value. Ugh. I don't want to be in this spot. Yeah, we lose now. We definitely lose now. Well, Chandra Fire Artisan. Take it up. Land off the top. Alright, not too bad. But I don't think we come back from this. They got Field of Ruin to get a trigger guaranteed. Or did they just put this up to 3? Put it up to 2. Okay. Well, my 2-drops are few and far between. It's an Instigator and a Wily Goblin. And an Ember Hauler. Nothing too crazy. Alright, Chump to keep Chandra alive.
Feel my pain.
And hit him for a little bit. Good stuff. Zombie. There's a Plains. Alright, Chandra. Show me something good. I really need to not have garbage. I have garbage. This leaves me with not enough. I could do, like, War Chief, I suppose. Yeah, sure. Might be able to play Siege Gang plus something else next turn and maybe haste it through if there's something really decent as well. Alright, I kind of like that. Not going to attack because they block. And trade. I'm not into trading with zombies. God, that Disfigure. That was brutal. I think if they didn't have that Disfigure, we might have been okay. Alright, Chandra's dead. And we got a good attack. Krenko 1 time. Krenko 1 time, come on.
This was a waste of my time.
2 to you. Ringleader, oh my. Oh my. Come on, Ringleader. Show me the goods. Show me the good stuff. It's a Krenko. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a Krenko. Krenko. Siege Gang. You can't stop my haste. We are Area 51ing this, whether you like it or not. I am gonna Naruto run pretty much straight into your face. I'll leave 1 Goblin back for the Cavalier, because I don't think I will take that damage willingly. Alright. Yeah, you can blast Krenko. We have to go all in, though. We have to do it. We just have to. Got to build up that Goblin amount so that we can throw it at our opponent's face again. And maybe even Volley Veteran a blocker out of the way for lethal. We'll see what happens. Clifftop Retreat allows me to then play a card post-combat. We've got Plains in our hand, so we can't fetch it. So, yeah, we get a Volley Veteran potentially next turn. Oh, you're going to go for... well... you've enabled this to happen. I think we just get one of the blockers, right? It's possible I go for like one of my 3-drops as well. Alright. So now you chump. Take 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Down to 4. If they don't kill Siege Gang, they lose, because Blast Zone is only going to kill my 3-drops. It leaves me with 4 Goblin tokens left to hit them in the face. And potentially some hasty creatures off the top as well because of my War Chiefs, but they're going. They're almost certainly going. So they tick up the Blast Zone to 3. They do get back a Yarok, but I'm not planning on doing any combat damage. So they're going to need something better than that. Alright, 3-drops gone. Goodbye. Yarok comes back. How do you deal with Siege Gang? Have you got a Assassin's Trophy or a Dismember? Or Disfigure? Oh my god, you do. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, it just gets worse. Maybe they attack with too much and die. Oh my god, it never stops. Oh, this is brutal. This is brutal. Okay, we're at 4. Instigator. Oh, that's rough. That is rough. Okay, Wily Goblin. Goblin Instigator. Volley Veteran. Kill Yarok. And we can trade a zombie. Might as well play this plane so they know about it. Trade a zombie. They're probably just going to chump with a grazer, right? No? Okay. We're just so dead. Every card is a nut draw for them, even a land. Just get some more zombies. I need Banefire or bust. Come on. That's chumped. He's getting officially chumped. Alright. Goblin token. Actually, we should block with the non-tokens because of Blast Zone. It's the thing. Ringleader, oh my. Come on. Show me the good stuff. Ugh, it's not good enough, I don't think. Let's see, they can block and kill 3. They're only going to take 1 down to 4. Ember Hauler's only worth 1. It's only worth 2, sorry. Yeah, it's not good enough. Well, we got to block and sack on that at least. Maybe that's enough. Probably not. Again, I've got some trades with zombie tokens. But I think we're just on the blocks and hoping that we've got direct damage. Come on. Come on. What's your next draw? God, if this is a win, I'm going to be so happy. Alright. We go to blocks. We block. Then we sack. Hit you for 2. Submit. Opponent, you need to submit now. Come on, you're at 3. Okay. Prison Realm on a zombie token gives them 3 blockers. Block, block. Oh, that puts them to 1! Oh, God. Alright. So I just have to Cavalier then with this Prison Realm and scry a good card. Going to 1's not good enough. It's dead or nothing, so let's get rid of the thing that doesn't trade. Scry my win to the top. No. Conclave won't do it. Yeah, we don't trade. I might need some Prospector action for some reason, maybe some Siege Gang action. Trashmaster to go wide, things like that. Okay, they got 2 cards. You don't hold lands, so what have you been holding? Oh no, Assassin's Trophy. Okay. Not the end of the world. We thin the deck. They get another land, which is hopefully not Field of the Dead, although at this point it doesn't really change the math. It's a gain life land. Again, I don't think that changes the math, because we need those Banefires. Why are you counting my things? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Are you doing combat math? I think you're doing combat math. Alright. You have to block at least all but one. And we might as well trade. Is there any reason why going to 2 is bad? The reason why going to 2 is bad? I don't think so. They might just even have, like, Nexus of Fate. If they draw that, we're dead anyway. I think I'm gonna go to 2. To be honest, like, having 3 goblins is even not that great to begin with. Yeah, I'm just gonna block here and here. If I could block with 1 less, I'd be in a interesting spot. Ugh. Stop it! Stop it! Oh god. Oh, this hurts. This is awful. We're gonna hold it for surprise action. Cast down my Prospector and we're dead. Oh, slow rolling the cast down. Oh man, I really want to see what's on top, because you just know it's the Banefire. Oh, like a ringleader into a load of action. Ah, so close. Oh, let me good game you. You deserve that good game. That was great. That was awesome. Oh my goodness. Defeat. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. That was a pleasure from start to finish. I didn't even think we'd get that close, but that's just kind of like the nature of, you know, control goblins. Instead of going for like the full aggro package, you just slow the game down to a crawl and just try to nudge little bits of value here and there. But yeah, it was just not quite enough. We were a good top deck away. And they just like drew gas after gas, didn't they? They had like Assassin's Trophy into all sorts of horrible stuff. But yeah, I love that. Definitely the sideboard needs changing because it's outdated. Again, as I mentioned, not sure I remember why this exists, but maybe it might have been for mono red actually. Whenever a creature dies, I might have been playing that as in like when my creature dies, I gain life kind of thing. So maybe it was trying to go for the long game against those aggro decks instead of trying to out aggro mono red, which is obviously not going to happen. Maybe that's why I added it. I'm not quite sure. But there's definitely things you want to change in here. You want Blood Suns for that Field of the Dead right there. There's blatantly obvious that that is the thing that you want. They do obviously have Assassin's Trophies, but you've just gotta run them. You don't really have another alternative. I don't think Field of Ruin's a good idea when this exists and this exists, for example. But yeah, that's probably going to do it for the stream. So thank you very much for hanging out with me, guys. I'm probably going to put this one on as a stream highlight for the channel, actually, because this one was great and everyone should watch it. But thanks very much for watching. If you haven't yet done so, make sure to hit that follow button up in the top right-hand corner so you can get notifications when I go live in the future. I will be in the Early Access Streamer event on Tuesday. I'm being sponsored to go do that, so that's going to be a big, huge stream for hours and hours and hours. So I imagine most of you, if not all of you, will be able to find time to come and join it if you do choose to do so. Love to see some big numbers on that streamer event, so it'd be nice to see all of you there. If you haven't also yet done so and you want to support the channel, it is September, which means half price subscriptions. If you want to help out the channel that way, this is probably the best time to do that. But other than that, make sure to follow all of the social stuff. Go to Discord and submit your decks for that special event. I'll be playing mostly subscriber decks for that one. I've got like 17 decks or something of my own though to play. So it's going to be an absolute mess of variety. So yeah, follow all those links, do all those things. But other than that, guys, thanks very much for hanging out with me. It's been a pleasure. One of my favorite streams of recent note. It's been a pleasure. Take care, guys.